Hi, welcome to Her Rights, Her Legacy. I created this platform to help smart, successful women go from confused to clear about what they need to do to protect their legal rights and their legal legacies. My name is Nadira and I'm an attorney in Virginia. Today we're going to talk about who needs an estate plan. That's our topic for today. As a short answer to that question of who needs an estate plan, everyone. A lot of people might think that estate planning is for the very wealthy, or for example, someone that might have a very complicated investment portfolio or something of that matter. Some people might also believe that estate planning is for the elderly. The fact of the matter is, estate planning is not about age or wealth. It is a legal manual for your life. And that means that if you don't have this legal manual written in the form of an estate plan, if you become incapacitated or if you pass away, the state, the local court where you live will make determinations about everything in your life. These determinations may not be and probably will be decisions that you would not necessarily want to have made for yourself. So here on Her Rights, Her Legacy platform, we try to simplify estate planning so that people don't view it as complicated or intimidating. So let's talk about why you would need an estate plan. The first reason would be is that you are an adult. You might have a job, you might have some type of banking account, you may have even real estate or home that you own. You may have a car. You might have retirement accounts. So if this is the case, you definitely need an estate plan. You certainly need an estate plan if you have children, especially if they're under the age of 18. As I mentioned before, if you become incapacitated or if you pass away, the local courts where you live are going to make decisions about your property and your children. And these are decisions that you may not necessarily want to have made. So if you have children under the age of 18, you definitely need an estate plan so that you can pass on information about your wishes, your relationships, your values, your family dynamics. All of these things are taken into consideration when you create an estate plan with an attorney. If you are married, you need an estate plan. You may have property that was given to you from a family member, and if you pass away, you may not want that to go to your spouse. You may have things that you acquired during your marriage that you may not want to go to your spouse if you pass away or become incapacitated. Additionally, if you become incapacitated, a spouse may have difficulty making medical decisions for you. They may not know what your intentions are, what your wishes are, what your values are. And so the best way to encompass all of these is to put them into an estate plan. Finally, if you are not married, you need an estate plan. A lot of people are surprised to find out that a long-term partner is not necessarily an heir or beneficiary to their homes or to their property if they pass away. And certainly a long-term partner will not have the ability to make medical decisions for you if they are not a family member. And even if you are not partnered and you are single, you will need an estate plan so that you can relay to your loved ones how you would like your assets to be distributed and how you would like to be taken care of if you pass away or if you become incapacitated. The most important aspect of an estate plan is that it prevents conflict. So really anyone who has anyone that they care, that they love, whether it's a family member, a partner, a spouse, children under the age of 18, adult children, all of these people need to be taken into account when you're making your estate plan. As I have experienced in my work as an estate planning attorney, when someone comes into my office and says that a family member has passed away, first comes grief and then comes greed. So unfortunately, if you want to prevent any type of conflict between your loved ones, please create an estate plan. Now you might think, none of my family members, none of my loved ones will ever fight over anything, and especially not money. Well, that's not always the case. I cannot tell you how many times I've worked with families who have been driven apart by the lack of or of an improperly prepared estate plan. So please do not let this happen to your property and to your legacy. Just remember that estate planning is very simple. It's not complicated. It's not intimidating. It is simply you putting what you desire to be made about you if and when you cannot make those desires known to people. You're just putting that in writing. You might think that estate planning is comprised of a lot of complicated documents. Well, there are really only 5 main parts of an estate plan. What I encourage you to do is click on the link in the bio and download the PDF, which is a list of the 5 basic elements of an estate plan. Again, my name is Nadira. I'm an attorney in Virginia, and I help smart, successful women go from confused to clear about what they need to do to protect their rights and their legacies. Please like and subscribe for more information. Thank you, and God bless.